As the countdown to the 2025 NFL Draft intensifies, new insights have emerged regarding the Chicago Bears' strategy at the 10th overall pick. According to league sources, the Bears are expected to target a high-impact skill position player, either a tight end or a running back, with two top-tier names now in focus: Penn State's Tyler Warren and Boise State's Ashton Jeanty. Both athletes rank at the top of their respective positions, bringing explosive production and versatility to the table. Analysts familiar with the Bears' internal discussions have indicated that the franchise is leaning toward selecting a playmaker who can make an immediate difference in a developing offense led by rookie quarterback Caleb Williams and newly installed head coach Ben Johnson. Tyler Warren, a standout tight end with a unique background, and Ashton Jeanty, a dynamic running back with back-to-back dominant seasons, represent two drastically different but equally intriguing directions. Their names are reportedly at the center of an ongoing debate inside Halas Hall. Warren, a former high school quarterback turned tight end, has become a multi-dimensional weapon. In 2023, he logged 34 catches for 422 yards and 7 touchdowns over 13 games. But it was his breakout 2024 campaign that captured scouts' attention. 104 receptions on 135 targets, over 1,200 receiving yards, nearly 200 rushing yards, and 8 total touchdowns. His 6'5", 256-pound frame makes him an imposing presence, even before hitting an NFL weight room. The Bears have long needed a dependable red zone target who can stretch the middle of the field. Warren's background as a quarterback gives him a cerebral edge, allowing him to see the field in a way few tight ends can. His size, athleticism, and football IQ position him as a potential nightmare matchup for defensive coordinators. Jeanty, on the other hand, offers an entirely different skill set. Over the past 2 seasons, he has been one of the most productive running backs in college football. In 2023, he rushed for over 1,300 yards and 14 touchdowns while adding nearly 600 receiving yards. Then came 2024, an astonishing 2,600 rushing yards and 29 touchdowns, with nearly 1,800 of those yards coming after contact. His combination of power, agility, and breakaway speed has made him one of the most coveted backs in this year's draft. Beyond the numbers, Jeanty's maturity and physical readiness have left a strong impression on NFL evaluators. Standing at 5 feet 8 inches and weighing 211 pounds, he's built low to the ground but runs with surprising force. Scouts have clocked him with an estimated 4.47 40-yard dash, adding to his value as a dual-threat back who can hurt defenses both between the tackles and in the passing game. Sources close to the team report that the Bears have conducted extensive evaluations of both players, even designing hypothetical offensive packages around them during recent planning sessions. The coaching staff has reportedly been impressed by both Warren's flexibility and Jeanty's workhorse mentality. With Ben Johnson known for building tight end-friendly offenses and also appreciating versatile backfield talent, the decision will ultimately hinge on which skill set the staff values more at this stage of the rebuild. Inside the walls of Halas Hall, the atmosphere is one of focused intensity. According to multiple insiders, this offseason has featured some of the most collaborative and proactive planning sessions in recent years. The organization's leadership group, including head coach Ben Johnson, general manager Ryan Poles, and offensive coordinator Declan Doyle, has been working closely to finalize the team's draft board. One source described the energy as methodical but creative, with personnel meetings structured around evaluating not just talent, but fit. The Bears have reportedly already developed a detailed board that outlines which players they believe will still be available at number 10, and what kind of impact those players could have on both the short and long-term trajectory of the franchise. During one such internal session, staff reportedly watched film on both Tyler Warren and Ashton Jeanty exploring various offensive schemes that could take advantage of their skill sets. The coaching staff is said to be especially intrigued by Warren's ability to stretch the field, block in line, and even throw in gadget plays. His experience as a left-handed high school quarterback gives him a strategic edge and opens the door for trick plays rarely seen in standard NFL offenses. In fact, one coach reportedly referred to Warren as a Swiss Army knife, adding, "You can plug him in anywhere, and he's going to create problems for the defense. It's like planning against 4 different players in one." But despite the growing buzz around Warren, the support for Jeanty remains strong. His physicality, maturity, and vision as a runner have made him a standout throughout the evaluation process. Coaches and scouts alike believe he could step in as a day-one starter, even with DeAndre Swift currently occupying the RB1 spot. What makes Jeanty especially appealing is his ability to break tackles and extend plays. In 2024, he recorded 36 carries of 15-plus yards and posted over 1,800 yards after contact, a staggering statistic that speaks to both his power and his endurance. Bears coaches reportedly see him as the kind of back who can carry the offense when necessary, much like a young Derrick Henry or Marshawn Lynch. Though Warren brings a wider range of skills, some believe Jeanty would offer more immediate impact, especially given the short shelf life of modern NFL running backs. One key consideration is financial. Jeanty would be on a 4-year rookie deal, and with Swift's contract expiring in 2 years, the Bears could move forward with Jeanty as the feature back by 2026 without skipping a beat. Adding Jeanty now could also create a thunder and lightning combination in the backfield, pairing his raw power with Swift's elusiveness. It's a pairing that evokes comparisons to the Saints' early duo of Mark Ingram and Alvin Kamara, a balanced change-of-pace attack that kept defenses guessing. Meanwhile, Warren's upside as a tight end isn't going unnoticed. His athletic testing at the NFL Combine was exceptional, scoring 98 out of 100 in overall production, best among all tight ends. His 31.25-inch arms, 9.5-inch hands, and 6 feet 5 inches height project favorably for blocking and contested catches. Add another 15 pounds of NFL-caliber muscle, and he could transform into a top-tier tight end with rare versatility. Ben Johnson has reportedly already begun outlining offensive concepts that incorporate 2 tight end sets with Warren and Cole Kmet on the field together. The vision includes unique alignments, run-pass option plays, and red zone sets that use Warren's physicality and intelligence to expose soft spots in coverage. In the final days leading up to the draft, it appears the Bears' war room remains open to multiple outcomes. The front office is not tipping its hand just yet, and understandably so. Either selection would represent a major infusion of talent and identity to an offense still finding its footing. With the draft fast approaching, the Bears are positioned at a pivotal crossroads. The number 10 pick may not carry the same spotlight as the number 1 overall, but in terms of building out the core of a new offensive identity, it could be just as important. Caleb Williams is the presumed future of the franchise at quarterback, and the Bears have done well to surround him with experienced play callers and an improved offensive line. But what's missing is a dynamic, every-down weapon who can help shoulder the load and elevate the offense's overall rhythm. That's why the Warren versus Jeanty debate has taken on such significance. Both prospects offer high ceilings, but they do so in different ways. Warren brings strategic complexity and matchup advantages. His route running, combined with deceptive speed for a player his size, makes him an ideal chess piece in today's pass-heavy NFL. He has shown he can operate from inline positions, flexed out wide, or from the slot. His ability to process defenses like a quarterback enhances his value as a reliable third-down option. Jeanty, on the other hand, represents a throwback to the kind of punishing, relentless ground game that wears defenses down and controls tempo. His 2024 production has sparked conversations about how many hits a player can absorb at the pro level, but it's also served as a reminder that durability, vision, and effort still matter just as much as flash. A source close to the coaching staff indicated the decision may ultimately come down to versatility. With Ben Johnson leading the charge, the offensive system is expected to rely on quick reads, pre-snap motion, and multiple personnel groupings. In that context, Warren may offer more bang for the buck. But that doesn't mean Jeanty is out of the picture. In fact, there is a growing belief among team insiders that the Bears may try to trade down a few spots, acquire additional draft capital, and still land Jeanty, especially if Warren is taken earlier by a tight-end-needy team like the Jets or Bengals. Such a move would allow the Bears to stockpile picks in a deep draft while still securing a top-tier offensive weapon. Meanwhile, other front office voices have floated the possibility of taking a defensive player or offensive lineman at number 10 and trying to trade up later in the first round for either Warren or Jeanty. It's a bold approach, but one that reflects the organization's urgency and belief that this is a critical window to solidify the roster. For Bears fans, the decision at number 10 will signal much more than just who the team thinks is the best player available. It will reflect a vision. Do they want to surround Caleb Williams with multi-positional, scheme-diverse options that confuse defenses? Or do they want to lean into physicality, establish the run, and control the clock? Either way, the stakes are clear. After years of inconsistency and turnover, the Bears are finally positioned to build something sustainable. The selection of Tyler Warren, or Ashton Jeanty, could mark the beginning of a new era, one defined not just by promise, but by production. The draft is a few days away, but the groundwork for the Bears' future is already being laid. What remains now is the final decision, and its ripple effects could be felt across the league for seasons to come.